Hey, what's up guys? Houston here. Look, if you're in the state of California, okay, and you have bad credit, or you don't have no credit, or you have bad credit and you have a high income and you're trying to find the best place to get a loan with your challenging credit, then this video is for you, because we're talking about the best personal loans in California. And these are probably the most flexible loans because you can actually apply for these loans without a hard inquiry. Okay, now for the first loan you want to probably check out is op loans, aka OpFi loans. All right, so their loans go from $500 up to $4,000. all right, now the interesting thing about these loans is that if you're coming out of a bankruptcy, they will accept you. Now op loans is not for every state, but they do operate in the state of California. Okay, now they also have a credit card. So if you have bad credit and you still want a revolving credit card, they do have the OpFi card. Now the OpFi card starts at $1,000, and then after 6 months of good on-time payments, it can double up to $2,000. all right, so that's the first lender. Now your second lender is Opportune. Now with Opportune, their loans go from $300 up to $6,000 the first time you borrow, and then you can also borrow money from them with no social. So you don't have to have a social security number in order to borrow money from them. All right, then their loans, if you're a second time borrower, goes from $300 up to $12,000 if you borrow from them the second time. Now, a good thing about them, they also offer a unsecured credit card as well. So if you want a loan and a credit card, then Opportune may be the lender. Their credit cards start at about $300, but it's an unsecured credit card, okay? And they don't charge you the fees like those other cards. If you have bad credit, they charge you these monthly and annual fees in order to have the card. With Opportune, they don't offer those type of cards. They just offer you a straight unsecured card that reports to all 3 credit bureaus, okay? And you can get that with no credit or bad credit. All right, now the next lender is Upgrade. Now with Upgrade, their loans go from $1,000 up to $50,000. okay, now the interesting thing about this, why I would choose these here lenders, is because if you go directly to the bank and you have bad credit or you don't have no credit, a lot of times the banks won't deal with you, okay, or they'll offer you small amounts. Well, with Upgrade, okay, they offer loans from $1,000 up to $50,000. Now your debt to income ratio, they tolerate up to 75%. If you go to a credit union like Navy Federal Credit Union, okay, they will turn you down, because on the personal loans, they'll turn you down because your debt to income ratio is over 55%. But if you have a 580 credit score, they'll give you a $25,000 credit card, right? So it's kind of confusing about that, but that's the way they operate. Now with your other major banks, say like with Wells Fargo, okay, Wells Fargo, they pull like FICO 9, okay, Experian FICO 9 for their personal loans and stuff like that. But here's the thing about it. Again, if you're over that 55% threshold and you have bad credit, then you'll be denied. So that's the reason I'm telling you Upgrade may be your best option, because they tolerate up to 75% debt to income ratio. Now the average credit score for Upgrade is $78,000 annual income. Now that does not mean you have to be making that amount, okay? That's the average income of the household, okay? So if you have a spouse that's working, you need to include their income. Or say that you're on disability and you have you're renting out a room or something, that income counts as an income as well. Or you're retired and you got a pension and a 401k, then that's income that's also included as household income. All right, now again, you don't have to be making $78,000. That's just an average income of the household. All right, so that way you understand. Now the next lender is OneMain. Now with OneMain, their loans go from $500 up to $20,000. All right. Now you have to be making at least $800 a month in income. So if you're on a fixed income, but you're bringing in at least $800 a month, then you may qualify for a one main loan. Okay. Then the next lender is Avant. Now Avant, their loans go anywhere from $2,000 up to $35,000. The income that you have to be making annually is at least $20,000. Okay. That's how much they want you to be making. That's the minimum income that you need to be making for them. Now, their debt to income ratio is 70%. All right. Now, for some of you all, that may be with a credit union, okay, and say that you're looking for a short-term loan. A lot of times your credit unions, they may have short-term loans that go from $500 up to $3,000 with no credit check. All right, and so with those short-term loans, most times with the credit union, their criteria is that you make sure that you've been with them for at least 90 days. Okay, so if you've been with them for at least 90 days, then your credit union that you're a part of, it doesn't have to be Navy Federal, it can be another credit union. See if they have hardship loans, and like I said, those are loans with no credit check. All right, most credit unions carry those. Okay, so that may be an option for you. Now, there's another option of lenders that we're going to talk about as well, like your tribal lenders. You know how, like, you go to the casino and you're playing the slot machine, or you're playing the tables or something, you're gambling and you lose your money. Well, tribal lenders, they take that money and they reloan it out. All right, so they reloan it out to the market and everything. And they don't have those high criterias like the banks do. All right, but granted, most of the time with these tribal lenders, the maximum loan amount they're offering you is like $5,000. So you have like Uprover, you can go to no credit check, but they can loan up to $5,000. All right, then you also have IndyLand. They have loans up to $5,000. Now, I would tell you this so that you can get multiple trade lines to boost up your credit score. Then I would probably get one of these hard lenders that don't check on my credit and stuff. See, can I qualify for one of their loans? All right, and say that I get $5,000. Then I would probably take half of that $5,000 and put it on a secured credit card. Okay. And the reason that I would do that, or like a pledge loan or something like that, the reason that I would do that is so that you can have multiple trade lines reporting on your personal credit file. Because the more positive data you have reporting on your credit file, the better it is. It'll also help the credit score as well. All right. Now, if you have questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description, schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.